MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Brent Honeywell, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
First delivery to him on the way.
First pitch, 140.
And he fouls this one off. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. One of those few occasions we're happy to be inside this place. 98 and humid outside, but a steady 72 degrees here inside. Ground ball left side. Adames picks it up, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting second, the first baseman, Josh Peterson.
So striding forward now, Jock Peterson, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Turned on down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at that. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, Eloy.
Set to get his day started, Eloy Jimenez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Dero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
In is Jorge Soler. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. A jumping catch at second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Chris Archer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Stepping into the box, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Jose Martinez.
Pitch on the way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball. Caught down there at third. And that becomes the first out of the inning.
Batting second, no left fielder, number 8.
So striding in, Brandon Lau. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Tapped out in front of home. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Archer gets the sign. First pitch on the way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We are still scoreless. Striding into the box, Luis Robert. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Luis Robert.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at ball one. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 8 home runs, 27 driven in. The 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Meadows will wait on it. 2 gone. Striding in, Colton Welker. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. And now pitch on the way. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Popped him up. Castro is there. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And Austin Meadows will be the next to bat.
The center fielder, Austin.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
At the plate, Willie Adames. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 25 driven in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. They'll start this one at 274. 10 home runs, 26 RBIs. Archer looks in. Here it comes on 1-0. 2-0 now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-1 home. Bottom of the second here with no score. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out this side in order. Down in order go the Rays. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Simmons is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now to the plate, Zach Granite. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Bounce to first. To second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the switch-hitting second baseman, Yoan Moncada. Here's the pitch.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle, right to him. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Rays line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. That finds the zone, a called strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And no one will track it down. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Coming in is Granite, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting in, the catcher.
Digging in, Jason Castro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes.
Oh.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Stepping in now, Vidal Brujan. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 9 homers and 22 RBIs. The 1-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Lifted down the line in left. Jimenez is in pursuit, and they can't run it down. Archer gets the sign. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jock Peterson.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. That average at .291 to start the day. 18 homers and 54 runs batted in. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Ball and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Martinez. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch.
Oh.
The 1-0.
2-0.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
3-1 to him now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Granite is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Number 8.
Striding in once again, Brandon Lau. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's the ball. 1-0. One and 1.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe. Fouled off. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the Rays are in the hit column.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
In now, Austin Meadows, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And This catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Meadows, a native of Georgia. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Renfroe, the runner at first with 2 gone. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Archer comes set and delivers, and it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Luis Robert.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Now the 1-0.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Digging in to try it again, Yasmani Grandal. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And it's 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2 comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. And the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
At the plate now, Colton Welker, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped him up. Choi has room in foul territory. He's got it one away. So first and second with one man gone. And standing in, one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. As a look, now the pitch. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Digging in now, Zach Granite. From the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Yoan Moncada would be next. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And a base hit as that'll chase the run home from third, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead.
The batter, number 10.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Here's the 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. White Sox pick up just the one. Last half of the fifth coming up, and the White Sox are out in front 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
And
ready now, Willie Adames, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the first pitch. One strike now from Archer. Line drive to center field. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
To the plate now, Wander Franco, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Franco is batting exactly .230, not where he wants to be, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations. He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Here's the 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Jimenez. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Lays off 2-2 now. None out, runners at first and second. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. One and one to Jason Castro. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So stepping in, Vidal Brujan, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Changeup called strike one. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Hit sharply toward the right side. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. And he's got one grateful pitcher after this one. A beautiful sliding catch for the third out. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Top half of the sixth about to get started. And next will be the imposing power bat, Jock Peterson. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Peterson, a California-born ball player. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come in one community. You can invest in a team, invest in the community, and really, really plant down roots.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo home run there for Jock Peterson. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Trevor Richards takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 34, Trevor Richards.
At the plate, Eloy Jimenez. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now this is popped up. Room, however, behind the plate for Castro. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jorge Soler. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. One out, nobody on. And right into the shift. Adames scoops it up, and that's the second out. Settling in now, Luis Robert.
Luis Robert.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Now the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for two. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. Two out here and a runner at second. On the ground to the left side. Adames brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But for the Sox, a run here in the inning on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's now 2-0 good guys. Digging in once again, Jose Martinez. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Mm.
3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Rays have cut this to a 2-1 ball game now.
There's an old saying in the game. They say solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Try and erase those negative thoughts and get right back in the zone. You still have the lead.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Alex Wood enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Number 57, Alex Wood.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Willie Adames.
Digging in and looking for more, Willie Adames. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set and the pitch.
Oh. 1-0.
2 out with the man at first. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Giving chase is Jimenez. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. 1 for the Rays on the solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's the White Sox 2, the Rays 1. Now at the plate, Colton Welker. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Colton Welker.
Here comes the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Now here's the pitch. 1-2 now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. He's right there, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Just hung in there on that one. Left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Zach Granite the next to bat as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Here now the 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Renfroe is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. They still lead it 2-1. bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And now pitch on the way. In there, strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Oh, 1-1.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So now to the plate, Wander Franco, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Into the box, Jason Castro, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
0-2, here it comes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Standing in now, Vidal Brujan. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Tampa. They're down 2-1. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Jock Peterson.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. The Rays are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
And he fouls this one off. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
To the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And he will leap to make the acrobatic catch. Oh, man. Well done out there for the second out.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Strike taken up in the zone. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact and he'll get another chance. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Two and two to Jorge Soler.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Fouled away. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez.
Jose Martinez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Three and one. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brendan Lau, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Simmons has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Ball and a strike.
1 strike.
1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
Randy Arozarena will come on now and pinch run here. Stepping into the box, Austin Meadows. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Now the 1-0. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. From the belt, the pitch, and he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Here's the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. 9th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 2, the Rays 1. Randy Arozarena will stay in the game, taking over in right and batting number 9.
Number 56. Randy
Diego Castillo enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Castillo.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Luis Robert. First offering on its way.
Ball, outside.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Stepping in now, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
3 balls, no strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Swing and a liner. And there's out number 2. Ready once again, Colton Welker, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 1-0 pitch on the way.
No. 2 balls, no strikes.
3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Digging in, Zach Granite. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Alex Colomé enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 50, Alex Colomé.
Striding in to start the ninth, Ji-Man Choi, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here it comes. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The pitch. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty. 1 man in. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Jason Castro waits on deck. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Again, he sends it out of play. 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. The next 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Castro. In the past against Alex Colomé, he's 0 for 5. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Palehose used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Chris Archer earns win number 7 on the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Alex Colomé hammers down the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rays, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.